Junior hockey tonight. Kenny Miller and the Toledo Cherokee hosting the Metro Jets. First period home team down 2-0. Zeth Stelmaski tips it in. Cherokee get on the board. They would come back and tie it, but Metro Jets go on to the 5-4 victory. So good to say this. Matt Melzak on the call, joined by Matt Crandall. They have more on this one.
Well, thanks, Matt. Boy, I'll tell you what, we were really excited about this game. You got a team coming in that's 9-0-1 in their first 10 in Metro. You got the Cherokee 13-1 in their first 14 games. We were excited for this matchup tonight, and in a way, it lived up to that billing.
It did. It was a great game. Toledo, their problem was they got 4 goals tonight, Matt, but they could never get the lead. They fell down 2-0, kept fighting their way back, but equalized it a couple times at 2-2, at 4-4, but could never get the go-ahead goal. Metro just outlasted them.
And when you look back on the game, those constant going to the penalty box, it'll be something that I'm sure Kenny Miller will be talking a lot about with his team, because they do lead the league in penalty minutes. Well, they were short-handed, what ended up being 7 times tonight with the late penalty for the last 8 seconds. But when it counted, Metro got a couple of power play goals.
I like tough teams, and I don't mind penalty minutes. But when a team scores 2 power play goals in the third period, you have to look back and say, hey, we need to play with a little more discipline. We need to try to stay out of the box. Toledo leads the whole league, 62 teams in the league, not just the division. So they've had some issues with it. I think tonight it bit them a little bit, so you want to come back and revisit and say, hey, we got to play a little smarter than this.
Well, especially when you get into a game against a very good team. The Metro Jets are 10-0-1 now with the victory tonight. So when you look at that, you know they're a team that could capitalize on that power play, and they did.
You're exactly right. And it wasn't like they were trading goals tonight. They weren't trading penalties. Metro was not going to the box often. Toledo did, and it cost them.
And certainly did. A tough loss tonight for the Cherokee. As a matter of fact, they've dropped 2 in a row overall. We'll see if they right the ship coming forward. That's a story on the Cherokee tonight.